There's so many parents and families that wish that they had a moment like this, but God chose you and your son, so you gotta make some noise for that. Come on, come on, come on. This is a promotion, right? We need to celebrate. Okay. So allow me to start here. For the first time in my career, on the first day of school, I was the new kid, okay? And as I finally hung my last wrestling belt, my mom called. And she said, "How you feeling?" I said, "I am so nervous." She said, "Why?" I said, "Well, it's my third year of teaching, and it's my third school." And before she hung up, she said, "Look, if this don't work out, I'm bringing you home." And I said, "Okay, I'm 25, Mom." But little did she know that third time's the charm. And so when I went down to the cafeteria to pick up my class, I knew that I had found home. And so I want to thank you guys for that. But I'm not here to talk about me. I came here with some good news and some bad news. Which one you want first? Okay, let's get the bad out the way. Have you noticed the world we're living in? Where it seems like every day is something. Oprah said that we're living in the times of true hysteria, and that in the internet age, we are even more exposed to the ugliness that our society breeds, leaving many of us, but especially our young people, desensitized to the realities of life, the pain and the violence and the political corruption and the racism, and I can go on and on. But then I forgot to tell you that I got good news. You ready? Here's the solution. Yeah. The solution to the world's many problems are wearing blue and yellow ties, navy jackets, and awkwardly staring at you right now. Right? This is the Bishop Walker class of 2018. And how do I know? Because, ladies and gentlemen, you are not looking at just a regular group of boys here. Allow me to reintroduce them to you. Ladies and gentlemen, you are looking into the eyes of the chosen ones. The solution to the world's many problems are going to take more than a promotion certificate or a college degree. It's going to take purpose. It's going to take a true understanding and divine leadership. And I'm not a pastor or a preacher, but I do know that, and Mr. Williams, we always on the same page, brother. We're looking at a bunch of Joshuas up here.
All right.
You see, after Moses had died, Joshua had a conversation with God. And God called on Joshua to cross the Jordan River and lead the Israelites into the promised land. And it can be inferred that Joshua was a bit nervous of this transition and this change into his next phase of leadership. And I can imagine that many of you guys also may feel a little bit nervous transitioning into your phase. But let me tell you what, Mr. Williams did 7 and 8, I'm going to go and do 9. Let me tell you what God told Joshua. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. God was promoting Joshua as he is promoting you. You see, when you are called by God, there is everything in your life is purposeful. It's right on time, and everything is for you. And so, chosen ones, it is no mistake that you ended up here in this moment. That you, one, can articulate that race is not a biological concept. It is a embedded in white supremacy. It's no mistake that you called those community meetings, several of them, and you handled that conflict and learned those lessons. It's no mistake that you raised hundreds of dollars for those affected by homelessness or gather hundreds of pairs of shoes to send to children in the DR and Haiti. It's no mistake that you didn't even get the grade that you wanted, or that the lunch wasn't to your liking, right? You see, the blood, the sweat, the tears, the allergies, the vomit, it's no coincidence, because you are chosen. And so as you leave, take this with you. Number one, elementary school will always be the most important years of your life because it is here that you build and you stand on the foundation of who you really are.
That's right.
Whether you see it or not, and where you go from here, you will experience people and moments that help you fine-tune so that you can be the person you want to be. But never forget the foundation that you stand on. 2, be bold and courageous and be careful of who and what you allow in your personal circle. Not everyone is worth your time or your precious divine energy.
Right.
And number 3, love yourself and then advocate for yourself. I'll end here by saying that there are 7 billion people on this earth. Remember I told you in our last class, our earth is very diverse. Despite the vast number of people in the world, here you are. In this moment today, God has chosen you. And please believe me when I say that the world is waiting on a Bishop Walker student to enter. We need Aiden's precision. We need Dylan's empathy. Jaden's unspeakable work ethic. Frederick's understanding. Kevin's passion. Micah's creativity. Maxwell's ability to get straight to the point. Sean's wisdom. Wesley's charisma. Zion's eloquence. Daryl's ability to respectfully disagree. Damon's communication. Desmond's influence. Justin's humility. Sam's versatility. This is it. All eyes on you. I love y'all. Y'all are my heart, my everything. And because of you, I can. So I tell you to, as someone told me, go far and then come home often. Love you. Thank you.